We're live too.
All right, guys, welcome back. What had happened the other night is Kinsley and I, did some work on 3 cases. Actually, we did 6 cases, and for some reason or another, the UStream did not record all the way. So tonight, with the help of Deborah and Kinsley again, we are going to try and fix this problem. So right now, I have Deborah and Kinsley on the phone. Welcome, guys.
Hi, Brian. How are you?
Fine. How you doing?
Doing great tonight. Just fabulous.
All right. Well, we missed you last night, and Kinsley took over. She did a fabulous job. I just wish people could have seen and listened to our work. But apparently, something happened. Hopefully, this time it is recording. We went over a little over an hour talking about 6 cases, and we put a lot of information out. And we're going to have to go over that stuff again briefly. So we're not going to be doing the cases that were up on the chat room. The 3 old cases. We will be getting to them tomorrow. Anyways, it's actually 1:39 in the morning right now, February 15th. I want to wish everybody happy Valentine's Day. I know it was I guess, yesterday. And I'm really sorry we didn't get to all this stuff. As we started the show off, this is Adji Desir, and I know I've had problems pronouncing the name, but we've also had a lot of problems with the media reporting this case. When we just checked, there's still no news articles on this child. Yet he's missing from Florida. There were 2 other cases. Actually, there's one case right now that's really popular. We will discuss that, but we're really wondering why this case is not getting the attention that it should. And I think we all checked, and as of today, 1:39 in the morning, February 15th. There's still no information new that's been posted on Adji's case. He's still missing, and this is an Amber Alert. So we're going to be discussing the 3 Amber Alert cases that we have. They're listed. We discussed them the other night, and we're going to do that again. So anyways, the first case is number 648, Adji Desir. It was opened January 14th, 2009. Deborah, again, is going to read the statistics on this case, and then we'll talk about it. Deborah?
Okay, Brian, you mentioned something about the media not giving this case attention, and us wondering why. You were actually being too kind, because I believe we understand why. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to be blunt. If Adji was a pretty little white boy, we wouldn't be having this problem.
Okay.
And that seems to be consistent in a lot of cases. It is my opinion, it's not fact, but we see this sort of thing every day.
You know, I hate to say it, but I kind of agree with you. I don't know if it's racism or not. I think it's what the networks think people want to hear and see about them, and I guess it doesn't involve the amount of drama that some of these other cases does. But yeah, maybe you're right. For whatever reason, guys, he's still missing. Okay, and we need to to do all we can to help find him, and we are going to do that. That's why we started with this case first, and we're going to keep reporting on it until something happens. We really want this child to be found. So, Deborah, can you get us up to speed in case anybody doesn't know about Adji?
Yes, I can. Adji has been missing since Saturday, 11th. He is missing from Immokalee, Florida. And Immokalee is a farm workers village in Florida. He is a 6-year-old male, 3 feet tall, 45 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Adji is actually developmentally disabled. I have seen in a lot of news reports that he functions at approximately the level of a 2-year-old. It's also stated that he speaks approximately 5 words, and that he may hide from searchers. And it is my hope and my prayer right now that he hides from searchers, because we've had problems with the temperature being low since he went missing, and he may not survive too well out in the elements down there in Florida, because it did get near freezing.
Right.
It does state that he smiles a lot. He was last seen, like I said, he's missing from Immokalee, Florida. He was playing outside of his grandmother's home. Now, his grandmother was serving as the daycare provider while his mom was working. And for the life of me, and I don't mean this in any critical fashion, but a 6-year-old needs to be supervised. And if you have a 6-year-old child that functions at a much lower level, certainly there needs to be a higher level of, supervision for this child. And she stated that she saw him playing outside, and then when she looked again, he was gone. And that troubles me. I don't feel he was supervised properly, and I think that that's something that you picked up on too, Brian,
Yeah.
in your dream drawings.
Yeah, exactly. Are you done with that? And I'll go ahead and discuss this.
Not quite.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to let you know what he was wearing when he was last seen.
Okay.
If he's out there hiding in the elements, or if he could have been abducted either at the beginning or at some point during this ordeal, he could still be wearing the same clothes. He was last seen wearing a blue shirt with thin yellow stripes, blue shorts with pink flamingos down the sides of them, and gray and black sneakers. And please remember that he is developmentally disabled, speaks approximately 5 words, and he may hide. And we did have a lot of interest in this case when it first happened. Nancy Grace reported on it from the beginning. Actually, she reported in the beginning, and that was where it kind of ended. We actually had someone from chat go down to Immokalee and verify several of the things that you had referenced in your dream drawings. And physically go down there and search out the area and look for some of those signs and see if she could put some of the pieces together, which was quite interesting. And I really want to thank her so much, and that is Grix from chat. So thank you, Grix, for doing that. And we do have some various photos posted on the case file at the forum. So if everyone could pay attention to the online forum, that's at findthemissing.net. Please read the forum, post any new information for these cases. We really appreciate it. Thanks. Go ahead, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Deborah. I don't know if everybody can see this, but that's an important topic she just brought up. If you guys please go to www.findthemissing.net. That's our missing persons forum, and please post anything in there if you have information, regardless of where it came from, psychic, not psychic, and anything that you possibly have. We want to hear about it. That said, let me sum up what I had done so far. I know we have one recording that we've done on this case already. Basically, the first set of dream drawings were done on January 14th, 2009. And the request came through an Amber Alert. And it says, ask about Haiti, assuming Haiti, the country of Haiti. She knew S took her somewhere. Family did not see him that day. He was at sea. Okay, not telling the truth. Ask them again. He's at sea by the watershed. Was told he was going to Haiti. This was not true. S. Man who saw him speaks French. He's at work and did not know that he was missing. C. Share yo, red eyes. I'm not sure exactly what that share yo means. Dogs running around free. Dogs kept warm. Water drain 29. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Let me just get these translations done. FV29, bell circle around water, pond is here. The translation that I wrote back on the sorry about that, on the 14th says as follows. I think Adji may have been playing around a dog, and he followed that dog. A man may have saw him leave, but this person did not know he was missing. I also felt the child was alone. It was not being supervised by anyone. I also think whoever was in charge of his supervision is not telling the truth to authorities. The child went missing from Immokalee, Florida, using pronounce that for me, please, Deborah.
That would be Immokalee, Florida.
Immokalee, Florida. Sorry, guys, my pronunciation is terrible. Using Google Earth, I was able to find a bell circle. A water drain might be where he had spent the night. I realized all drains were more likely searched, but I would suggest to recheck them for signs Adji may have been there. Hopefully, if the child was not taken by the man that speaks French and is still out there, the dog will keep him warm. Okay, guys, what I think has happened is whoever said they were watching this child is lying. For whatever reason or another, and this has happened before. People in situations like this don't want to admit guilt, don't want to admit that they weren't properly supervising the child. I think somehow that the child saw a dog and followed this dog, to the area that I have on the maps, and possibly may have hid in a drainage ditch or something like that. But guys, this was weeks ago. And I'm not exactly sure if a child on these elements right now would not be alive. I think what we discussed on the last show, that we are actually hoping that the child was abducted at this point, because I don't think at this point, being 3.5 weeks, after he went missing, he would still be alive. So that said, we got some responses back. We did locate, like I said, there is a bell circle. Some of the information in the dream drawings does match up to what we were able to find. It's a housing community. I think it's like a workers' camp, or I wouldn't consider it a commune, but it's some type of workers' campsite or community. We call it a community. A farm workers' village. Okay, but significantly there was a bell circle. Okay, so we did point that out. And then
yes, and there was also a what you refer to as a water drain right there at Bell Circle.
Okay.
Now, when you say water drain, a lot of people refer to that as a culvert, and that would be what goes underneath either a road or a driveway, where there's a pipe underneath it.
Okay. If you guys follow this case, first of all, it's case number 648. You can go, if you go to brianstreams.com, you can easily Google his name. It'll bring you to the case we're talking about. What we do is I post my dreams, and then most everything else comes from you guys. I'll do additional dream drawing requests. We do researches. We post maps. Right away, we found a map. I think it was done the same day. We post search areas. I'm not exactly sure if they were searched. I'm guessing that they probably were. And then we actually found an island that was before. Let me go back here a second. Before the islands, I did a second request. Dream drawing on 11508. Says waterway, sea, drain, dog. There's a dog again. And then it says he has been found, and then the number 163-711-2431-29 dig. And we had gotten some information. You guys, everything I do is public, so anything that we've received, unless somebody wanted to make private, we're up here, is posted online in the case file. It's chronological. It posted something at 4:33 p.m. On the 17th, and I think that using some advice that I got from some other people in the dream drawings, I did find a location that could be where this child went. I do remember we did have somebody in the area that did go down and search. I don't think she was able to get to this one location. I don't know if it's been searched or not, but it's a little island surrounded by water, except for it looked like a footpath. I'm not sure if that footpath is there or not, but we did use Google Earth, and then we verified Google Earth with Microsoft Maps, which is usually more updated and current. So if that's there, the child could have walked across this little area here and went onto that island, maybe with a dog or whatever, and that's where he, well, hopefully he's not there today, that maybe that's what had happened. I don't know, and I hope the area was searched. A lot of times you think the areas were searched, and it comes the fact that it never was. Going back down, I'm just scrolling down the case file, like you guys can do the same thing. There is an area here next to Hammock Circle, which I believe is in the same workers' village. Deborah, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. On the 17th, approximately 9:23 p.m., I got Gail St. John, Travis, and Reggie on the phone with me, and I took some notes from them. Those notes are posted on the site. There's a lot of those notes. They're up there. There's three pages of notes, and what we did is we took those notes and we matched them up with some map locations in the area, and we did have somebody search those areas. I'm not exactly sure what turned up of it, but obviously the child hasn't been found yet. So at this point, it is looking toward abduction. And if that is true, then it might be this man that was talked about in the other dreams. Now, that said, I'm still going down. There is one more thing here. It says privacy fence, open cot, kids gathering, dropped toy, rubbery. They missed something. This is from Gail St. John. She was basically saying this was kind of along the same things that I was. She didn't think the child was being supervised, and possibly the child had some type of toy with him, and this toy was dropped. The description of the toy that people might be looking for is on the website. Going down, reading some news reports on this. On the, I'm not sure. I'm guessing 3 days later. Again, I posted the possible location for Adji. It's that same place that I hopefully by now has been checked. Then we had some conversations via Skype. More as far as locations goes, an actual address in that town. I'm not sure if that's been searched or not. Pictures of the village. Going down, once again, more addresses, another picture of the village. On January 28th, I did another dream drawing, and this one says Adji found. Still same box, XX1X, I think Roman numerals, that would be 29, which seems to match up with some other stuff. Box, and again, guys, that same the drawing has been on there, and it looks to me like it's some type of archway or something that you would use, something that water would run under, maybe where a road went across, like maybe a small bridge or something to do with water drainage. And I'm not sure really what's been searched as far as outside the that little map that we had up there. And then here's one more on February 12th, what I recently did. That actually this is what we discussed on the last broadcast, which was not recorded. This says Adji has been found. The number is 16627 113477. I know I just lost somebody. I'll call you back, whoever it was. Loot at sea, Florida 29. Dog, loot. I'm just reading off the things. Right, basically, it says Adji has been found. Look at sea, Florida 29, dog, and then those numbers. Let me call Deborah right back. Somehow lost her. But that was what we were discussing on the last show. So basically, anything that I've gotten hasn't been anything different than what I've been having dreams about the entire time. But I still think that the child may have been following a dog. That dog may have stayed with him or whatever. We put requests in saying, if somebody had a missing dog or something, where that dog might be, please follow the dog. We did all that, and then we broadcasted the show on it. Now, let's see here. Kinsley, I can't think Deborah got dropped off. And can you? I know you just did search. Is there anything new on this case?
I'm not finding anything new.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. So at this point,
it appears that the last thing that was posted was on February, I believe it was 7th.
Okay. So nothing new for Adji.
Nothing.
Okay. Okay, guys. So what we're trying to do is we're really trying to bring attention to this case. So if you're with the media, if you know the media or whatever, please call up Nancy Grace, call up somebody and say, hey, this is ridiculous, guys. This child is missing. It's just as important as everybody else. Okay. This is Adji. Okay. Look at that photo, and while you're looking at that, I'm going to see if I can get Deborah back on the phone. Okay, so once again, everybody knows our feelings on this case. We're going to move on to the next case. It's another Amber Alert. See if I can get hold of Deborah again. This is case number 673. Haleigh Cummings.
Hello?
Hi, Deborah. Sorry we dropped you. We're still on.
Actually, you didn't drop me since I'm on vacation here.
Okay.
Just back in a hotel. I had a little problem with my internet connection.
Okay. Okay. Well, real quick. I know you're passionate about this case. I just finished briefing everybody on what we have done so far. If you have anything else to say about Adji?
The biggest thing that I can say about Adji is that I really want people to pay attention to this case. We had so much interest in the chat room and in the forum on your website, emails from people long after the case was opened, asking to open a case on Adji. Nancy Grace talked about it when he first went missing. And we have nothing going on right now. We really need people to pay attention to Adji. And I just can't stress that enough. It really upsets me that only certain types of cases make it in the media. And that's one of my pet peeves. I wish that all of the cases could get proper media attention, but unfortunately they don't. We have so many people missing, and there's a certain, I guess it has to do with what people, what the networks think people want to see. And at the same time, I don't know if it is prejudice, but it seems to be that, the little white children or, the white missing adults or whatever seem to get the attention, and that really bothers me. So if everyone could try to pitch in, it would be wonderful.
All right, well said. Thank you very much. And thank you, Kinsley, for helping out on this one, too. Okay, the next case is Haleigh Ann Marie Cummings. The case was opened on December 10th, 2009. She is, according to current news, she is still missing. She's missing from Florida. Deborah, I know we reported on this case, this Amber Alert too. I really forget. I'm not sure if we had something that's recorded that worked on this case. So let's go ahead and bring everybody up to date. I'm sure a lot of people know about this case. Can you give us the stats, though, please?
Actually, I'm sorry, Brian, but I can't.
Okay.
I'm having problems with my internet connection, and I'm on my mobile phone right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Since I'm on vacation.
Okay, Kinsley.
I have the information. But
Thank you.
I'd like to correct you. You said that you opened the case on December 10th.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It was actually February 10th.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys. I think everybody will know that, but thank you. And thank you for being prepared too. So, what do you got?
Haleigh Ann Marie Cummings. Her date of birth is August 17th, 2003. She's been missing since February 10th, 2009.
Okay.
She's 3 foot tall. Her eyes are brown. She's a Caucasian female. She's 5 years old. She's 39 pounds, and her hair is blonde. She's been missing since, like I said, since Tuesday the 10th. Really, somewhere between Monday night and Tuesday. They're not exactly sure. Sometime around 10 to 10:30, she was last seen by the caregiver, which is the father's girlfriend. And she put her to bed at 8. She last saw her sometime between 10 and 10:30, and the little girl has disappeared. They have not seen her since. This is at Zuma, Florida, and there's a lot of inconsistencies with the story. Not really sure what the real situation is, but she was supposedly last seen wearing pink shirts and underwear, and her ears are pierced.
Okay.
Now, in addition to that, I'd like to say that there's a lot of media coverage on this. A lot. It seems like a lot of the people that were helping out in the Adji case have left that case and now come to Haleigh's case. I'm not sure what that's about, but the deal is the dogs did follow a scent from the back door, down a path, found a child's footprint, went down to a lake or a pond, then trailed back to the back of the trailer, and then they lost the tracks, the scent, at the railroad crossing. Now, out, I want to point out also that this is tracking dogs. I have found that out since. This
Okay,
is
good.
not the diver dog.
Yeah. I'll bring that up in a second too, because that actually was part of our discussion last time too, that people didn't get a chance to listen to. But go on.
Right. That's pretty much all I have. They're continuing to search at this time, and any leads, please call. If you find anything interesting or anything that we need to know about, please post it on the forum.
Okay, and that's at findthemissing.net, and we have another URL. I just forgot what it was right now. I think Devin remembers it. Missing person
That
forum.
would be, yes, www.missingpersonforum.
Okay, no S's. Okay.
MISSINGFORUM. No, missingpersonforum.com.
Okay, thank you.
I won't try to spell it again.
Okay, thank you. We'll get that link up there too. Okay, guys, I'm going to sum this up again. The first dream drawing was done on February 10th, 2009, not December. It says 29 mother was going to take her from school. She called but hung up. Mom's boyfriend. Grandfather, Jacksonville, Florida trailer. Check call to school, number 29. $175,000. No, always wears red. Okay, I do know that some of these things may have came true or not. I'm not sure. But what I think that needed to be done at this point was that the police needed to check phone records going to, not out of, to the school that Haleigh went missing from. Now we lost Deborah again, but we'll get her back. That she went missing from. I think it's really important that somebody called, maybe not in the area, that planned on picking her up or taking her away. That's why I thought it was important that happened. I do think this is a family member. I know it says something said wears a red dress, and apparently this woman came out in a red dress. That could be just coincidence. I'm not exactly sure of anything about that. But there is some important stuff. That's why I wanted to keep going on. What I said on the 10th said I think Haleigh may have been taken by a close friend of her mother's. I think this is also important that police search records of calls to Haleigh's school. And it turns out Haleigh was in kindergarten. I'm not sure if she was in school or not, or anything like that. I'm just saying that please check records going to that school. Particularly maybe something coming from Jacksonville, Florida. A trailer in Jacksonville, Florida could be where she's at right now. Remember, this was on the 10th, 5 days ago. Map is below. I'll try my best to provide more specific location tomorrow if Haleigh's not located by then. We'll also include this Amber Alert in tonight's broadcast. I think that broadcast is good. So if that's true, then I've already discussed this. The map below, it just shows Jacksonville, Florida, completely useless. We don't need it. Somebody asked me, there's some stuff going on here. Yes, the case was opened. Okay, there's second set of dream drawings on the, I think that's the 11th, right? Yeah. On February 11th. Says that red, she is safe. Police are not reporting note. Safe in police custody. 2X, no trespassing. Red sign. No trespassing. Sign red. Police withholding facts. Do not fall for plot 27 miles. Okay, there's some things that came up here and some newer things. One good thing is it keeps saying that she's safe, and I really hope that's the fact. And I noticed a lot of things with my dreams. Now, this doesn't mean that this has already happened yet. Even though it's 4 or 5 days ago, this might be something that might be happening tomorrow, might be happening right now. I don't know. And of course, the police aren't going to report anything like a note or a ransom or anything like that. But that's true. Let's hope that she is safe, and then she will be in police custody soon. On the same night, it says, check phone calls. Father knows girlfriend's lying. Not is, which I think meant not in same bedroom. Not in home. 213 smoking. I think this has something to do with, again, about everybody not being very truthful about what happened. I do not think that she just wandered off. And this is something I wanted to say because I think we had a discussion about this. News reports came out that says dogs hit on a place in the backyard or something, right, Kinsley?
Yes.
Okay, dogs hit on something in the backyard. Now, when they say dogs hit, what I'm thinking hit would be in a cadaver dog. And anything from a cadaver dog is not good news. Cadaver dogs only hit on human remains. I think, and that was the breaking news or bombshell stuff that was put out, and they followed a trail. Now, I think what had been reported, or the way it should have been reported, is the dogs followed a trail or got a hold of a scent and tracked that scent. And I think now that's what's being reported, isn't it? Okay.
That is true.
So that's good. That's way better than saying dogs hit on something. And that's what I think we had the major discussion about last night. We're calling Deborah again too. Okay.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set.
Okay, so on the 13th, I posted D drawings from last night. This is, I think is important. It says they cleaned the trailer. Okay, now I think I may have mentioned this before, but it says they cleaned the trailer. I think this has something to do with the maybe the trailer, because I know she went missing from a trailer or a mobile home or something like that, or maybe the trailer I'm talking about in Jacksonville, Florida. Either way, I think it was cleaned prior to this event happening, and it was cleaned for a reason prior to this event happening. It was cleaned maybe because they knew that this was going to be reported on or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that is significant. And I don't know how you verify. Say, well, they were out there cleaning or something like that. But anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I did find something that could possibly be a reason why they would clean. Apparently, they've had defects in and out of their lives recently.
Okay, defects is child protection.
Department of Family and Children's Services.
Okay.
So that would explain why they would need to keep the place clean for any time they came to inspect.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying that's the reason, but I'm saying that could be part of it.
It could be. One thing that in this case, we still haven't been able to do is get an exact location. In a lot of cases, we do provide an exact location. So far, I was not able to get anything on there, and I'm sorry about that. But I do think that if police, I'm sure police have done a lot of work. I'm sure they're doing their best. But if they didn't check all records going to that school, and just to see and question this, anybody said, did you make a call? If they say no, then you might want to ask why. One good thing, guys. I realize it doesn't look good, and there's a good chance that she may not be alive. But so far, no feelings of death, nothing. And I think I've been consistent throughout this one. No feelings of death. At this point, going by the dream drawings, I still say that she is alive, safe, and in that trailer in Jacksonville, Florida. Until I hear otherwise, I'm going to keep hoping that. Thank you, Kinsley. Is there anything else on this one? I know it's all over the news, so we don't need to spend much time on it.
There was a reward that was offered for $75,000 if she was returned by Saturday. Obviously, that is now expired. So,
Who would put a deadline on that?
That was LP.
Leonard Padilla?
Yes.
Okay, next case.
And,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and just for the record, tomorrow is Haley's brother's birthday. Hopefully we can get her home.
Exactly, and I would imagine that the police are doing everything that they can. One good thing with the media reporting on this case is getting that picture out there. At this point, if she did wander off around the area, she would have been found, guys. A little child just can't go very far if they just wander off. It's not too many children just walk out the door and then they're never seen from again, unless they're abducted. Now, it could possibly be that, because I do remember the Jennifer Lunsford case, I believe, where she was taken from the home. But things in this case, just looking at what I see so far in the dream drawing stuff, I didn't get any of that. And I did the Jennifer Lunsford case, and I didn't get any of that. I think really this has something to do with the family. I hate to say it, but I don't think people are telling the truth. I think we'll find out something soon. If she was abducted, please give her back. Give her back. It's not worth it. Whatever you might think happens, she's more important. Give Haleigh back. Okay. Thank you. Anything else on this one? We got one more. Okay. The next one is Dominick Arceneaux, and he went missing. This is a new Amber Alert. This was in our last show, which we've been talking about has not been reported. Can you do you have the stats on this case?
I do.
Okay.
He also went missing on February 10th, 2009.
So it's 5 days ago.
Yes.
Okay.
And there hasn't been much media coverage on that. There is some, but not much.
Okay.
His date of birth is June 15th, 2005. He's 3 years old. He's a white male. He has brown hair, brown eyes. He's 3 foot tall and 38 pounds. was from Chester, Arkansas,
Mm-hmm.
and he was outside playing in the backyard, and his mother said that he had just gone out there, and he disappeared. He just disappeared. No one knows what happened. They have no real leads. They're searching.
Okay. Thank you. The case was opened on February 12th. It's case number 675. And again, guys, if you're watching this via YouTube or Google or whatever, please go to the forums at findthemissing.net or briansdreams.com/lost. All these cases are posted there. Everything is public. Everything we do is public. We do that for a reason, because there's no way that we can investigate all this ourselves. We want everybody to see. It could be right, wrong, or whatever. I don't care. As long as we get the information out there, that's what's important. On the dream drawings from the night of the 12th, it says number 32, sports fan, white SUV. He took him at 841 H Grove. And that's really all we have, and I know I tried last night, I could not get anything additional on this case. Looking at what I see, it was taken by a male, probably 32 years old. There might be a bumper sticker or something to do with a sporting team or something on the vehicle, or he might be wearing some clothing that would be, saying supporting a sporting team. Could be driving a white SUV at 841. Guys, this information I hear is worthless. Basically, it's not specific enough to help out at all. So I will try again tonight. I know I did try last night. I don't have anything on this one, but I will try to get some more specific information on this case. Do you have anything else on this, Kinsley?
I don't. They did do another media report today.
Okay.
And they had the National Guard has designed a grid search of 60 soldiers to blanket the area, and they're broken up into groups, and they're searching every square inch of land as they walk. But again, no leads.
Okay. All right, no leads. Again, it's really important to get his picture out. Anybody will tell you this is the way. This is the way to do it. Post this picture. Post it wherever you can get it. Post his picture. Get it out there. MySpace. Link to MySpace. Do whatever. I know this is a terrible copy. All right, but guys.
We have it on the forum.
Exactly.
You're more than welcome to take it from there.
You can forum. Go to findthemissing.net and please register too. And spread the word. Okay. And thank you guys. We're going to hopefully get the other. We got basically 6 cases that we have to discuss again because it did not record. The last 2 shows did not record. But guys, this is Adji. Okay. And once again, please get his picture out there. Okay. He's missing. He's just as important as any other child out there that's missing. Okay. If not more, he needs the attention. Okay. He's still missing. And thank you, Deborah. I know you're not here. Okay. And thank you, Kinsley.
You're welcome.